I'm going to be sharing with you in this video the 3 keys to success that I believe you need to know in order to thrive in any area of your life. Now, just to start out this video, you might be thinking, Francis, what position are you in to talk about how to become successful? What success have you created, Francis? Well, I'm not going to say that I'm the most successful person in the world, but what I will say though is that every single thing that I've seriously wanted to manifest in the last year and a half that was in the top priority for me to create, I've manifested all those things. Haven't manifested everything. In fact, I'm going to say that I don't think I'm ever going to get to the point where I'll say to anybody or to you guys on this channel that I've manifested everything that I want, because that's not the truth. The truth is that reality is always something that we continually manifest. We're always creating more. I don't think there's a point where we've manifested all of it. The question is, once you've manifested your goals, what's the next thing you want to create? And so I'm not going to say that I'm the most successful person, but what I will say though is that my life has took a complete 180 shift in terms of what it was a year and a half ago. I'm just giving you a little bit of context to help you understand just what I've came to realize in my life. We'll talk about this actually as I go deeper into the video. Nonetheless, let's talk about the 3 keys to success in this video. I'll share with you a little bit of my experiences, what I was able to manifest in my life personally, and how you can start to apply these principles in your life to actually manifest the same thing as well. So let's talk about this. So we're going to be talking about in this video the 3 keys to success. So if you're new to this channel, what I want you to do is I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to hit that notification bell, because I do post a new video every single day. Also, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation to see if you're a good fit for the coaching program. And a couple spots have just opened up for the one-on-one coaching program, and there are limited spots available. So if you do want to be a part of that, definitely hit the link that's in the description box of the video. So the first thing that I want you to understand, the first key to success, is to stop doing things alone. See, a year and a half ago when I was dropping out of school, I used to be in software development. My life took a complete 180 shift. I was in school doing something that absolutely was not fulfilling to me. Go check out the first video on my channel. I was a completely different human being, because in that video, actually, I was expressing my concerns in terms of how I didn't enjoy where I was. I didn't know how I was going to be able to create the financial abundance that I wanted, which I did. I didn't know how I was going to be able to move out into a different apartment that I wanted to live at, but I did. I didn't know how I was going to manifest the business opportunities, but I did. And guess what? I didn't do it alone. I didn't do it by myself. See, the question is, when you're going through your life, there's a serious question you want to ask yourself. Are you taking advice from the people that are where you would like to be? Or not exactly where you want to be, but to some degree are in a position that you would like to be in, playing a role that you would like to play. Have they manifested something in their life that you would like to manifest as well? Because if you're taking advice from people that haven't manifested, then why are you taking advice from those people? What's even the point? What's the point of taking advice from people that have not manifested something that you want? And what's the point of taking advice from your own mind that hasn't manifested what it wants yet? Because we think, oh, I can do it by myself. And then we don't manifest it. And then we don't manifest it. And it's like, well, why do it by yourself? Why take the steps that your mind thinks it should take when somebody else has already taken those steps? Now, don't get it confused. I'm not saying this so that you coach with me. I could care less if you coach with me. Hey, if you want to work with me, like I always say, hit the link that's in the description box. But I'm not talking about working with me personally. I'm talking about you getting a coach or a mentor that you feel is right for you, whether that's me or whether that's somebody else. Whether you're an artist and you need to get advice from somebody that's doing art. It doesn't matter ultimately what you want to do. Whatever it is that you want to create, are you getting the right guidance and the right support to allow that manifestation to come into your life in the fastest way possible? Because the thing is that money is something that you're going to get more of. You could pretty much have all the money you need in your life, but time is something that you're never going to get back, at least if we're talking in human terms. Existentially, time doesn't necessarily exist, but as a human, it does exist. And the truth is that time is getting lessened each moment. Or another way to say it is energy, right? If time doesn't run by you because you're too spiritual for that, and hey, I agree with you, time doesn't exist. But if we're gonna go with that paradigm, you have a limited energy as a human being, as this current energy system, right? And I'm not saying that reincarnation doesn't exist. I do believe that we are spiritual beings, of course, that will have more to do with life outside of this human experience, because life is not this human experience. Life is something that transcends this human experience, I believe. Now, with that being said, though, you still have limited energy in this human system. So why do it alone when you could have a support system to help you create that thing faster? I personally didn't do it alone, and I believe that's why I was able to make such a quick shift in my life and go from doing something I hated to manifesting the apartment that I wanted, to manifesting the money that I wanted. And there was all the things in the world telling me that I couldn't create it. My family even said that I couldn't create certain things. My family supported me, but not in all ways. And the truth is that your family might not support you in some ways either. I'm not saying this to hold anger or resentment towards anybody. I'm not saying this to be the rebel or to hold judgments towards somebody. What I am saying though is that if you had any similar experiences like I did, your family did not completely see your vision. They didn't completely see your vision, because it's not that it's not that your family hates you. It's that they love you so much, and that they themselves haven't followed what their heart wants. So of course they're gonna look out for you, and they're gonna project their own fears onto you. Now, do you want to listen to people like that? I'm not saying to leave your family out of your life. I'm saying if, for example, you would like to start a passion that completely is something that your family has never done, then it's just a very simple question. Why would you take advice from somebody that is not close to that, remotely, even 1%? What would be the point of that? That would be a move that's not so good to make, logistically speaking. Now, the truth is that we don't need to do things alone. We need to work together with other human beings in order to create the things that we truly want in our life. And it's going to allow us to seriously manifest things at a much faster rate, because we're no longer feeling like, oh my gosh, I have to do it alone. We can now have those support systems, okay? And now the second thing I want to share with you, the second key to success that I found in my life, is to know your value. Know your value. Seriously, I don't care what you've been through in life, you have value to provide to the world. Whether you want to learn value and share that with people, or it's some sort of value you've already accumulated, or whether it's just value, it's potential within your being waiting to come out. See, every human being has infinite potential within them. That's where your value is. Your value isn't even necessarily in the content in your mind. Your value isn't even necessarily in what you've learned so far, although you can provide value in those areas. Your value isn't even necessarily in anything physical. What if your value was just simply coming from the infinite possibilities that are awaiting to rise out of you in each moment? the beautiful, let's say you're an artist, all the potential art that you haven't created yet. There's so much value there for you to provide to the world. Know your value. Know that you have so much to provide to the world. So much probably wants to come through your heart, come through your soul, and so much wants to be produced that you haven't yet produced. So much wants to be created. Like, honestly, sometimes I just think to myself, and I'm like, God damn, there's so much that I want to create in my life. Am I even gonna have time to create it all? I don't know. The next moment is not guaranteed. So I need to know my value and know that it's time for me to create as much as possible. Make sure that I give myself the energy and love myself as much as possible. But also it's aware to know the value that you bring to this world. You weren't born for no reason. If you were born, you have a purpose. If you were born, you definitely have a mission. If you don't believe that, create a mission for yourself. Create a mission for the world, for you to give value. Make yourself useful. Make yourself useful. You're here. Even if you want to have a pessimistic worldview, look, oh, it doesn't matter that I'm here. That doesn't serve you or the world. Know that you're valuable. And I believe that whether you disagree or agree, it's not a matter of opinion. It's a matter of seeing what's already there. It's not a matter of me being inspirational and saying, oh yeah, my opinion is that you're valuable because I'm here to be motivational. No, this is what I think. I think that whether you disagree or agree, or regardless of what I think, you are inherently valuable just for the fact that you are in existence. You are valuable for the fact that you just simply exist. And all that potential is waiting to come out. This isn't just motivational inspiration. This is the raw facts. The raw facts, I believe at least, if you don't want to take it as a raw fact, is that you are extremely valuable. Know that value. Come up, show up in the world in a way that is in alignment with that value, knowing that value, and watch how success begins to magnetically be attracted to you. The right business opportunities are going to be attracted to you. The right relationships that you need in your life in order to create the things that you want will be attracted to you. Now, the third key to success is to fully commit to a role. You see, the biggest problem that I see people face is that they don't have a full commitment to something in their life. I'm not saying that you can't disperse your energies and work on multiple projects, but if those multiple projects are going to stop you from being consistent long term, then I encourage you to not have multiple projects. If you can focus on all of them consistently for a long period of time and fully commit to them, then by all means do what you got to do. But the ultimate key is to commit to something long enough to truly see the fruits of your labor. To truly see the fruits of your labor is to be fully committed to something for a long period of time. Because this is what most people don't do. This is what 99% of human beings are not doing. They don't commit to something long term. They don't fully stay consistent with the thing that they want to create in their life. And they're working on 10 different things, and they do that for 3 weeks, and then they go back to the old patterns and stop working on it. And they take a break for 6 months. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the break. Look what I just did. I just took a 2-week break on YouTube. But then when that break is done, guess what I do? I get right back into the game. Get right back into the game. See, I have a serious vision that I want to create for my life. And I stay in alignment with that vision as much as possible. Sometimes me taking 2 weeks off is in alignment with that vision. But once I'm done, taking my little break, my little break that I need for my ego, well, it's not really for my ego. Sometimes it's very much needed for my higher self. Remember, loving yourself is important. But I get right back into the game. So the key here is to fully commit to something. I don't care if you do it every single day, or if you do it whatever amount per day or whatever amount of times per week. Not necessary to answer that question. The question you want to answer is, am I fully committed to this? Have I fully committed to this thing in my life? Have I fully committed to what it is that I'm creating? These are the questions you want to ask yourself. fully commit to the fact that you want to be an artist if this is what you want to create in your life. If you want to be a YouTuber, for example, fully commit to that in your life. If you want to be whatever role, fully commit to that. Choose, intend that I am now going to commit to this role. For example, if you commit to be an artist and you commit to be a musician, the question is, are you still doing things on a consistent basis that are out of alignment with that? Maybe you are. That's actually fine. The question though is, are you putting enough energy and are you putting enough time into this role that you say you've committed to? See, our thoughts and our feelings and our actions have to be completely in alignment if we truly want to see what we want manifest, I don't know if I said that right, then we need to be fully committed to the role that we say we're committed to. This means having our thoughts in alignment with that role, having our actions in alignment with that role. Yes, if you want to become a new identity, it is going to require of you to show up in the world in a different way. If you want to create something in your life, that role is going to hold a different vibrational frequency. There's no goods or bads. It's just, what the hell do you want to create? It's whatever you want to create. Whatever you want to see happen in your life is what we need to start to focus on, right? This is what we need to start to focus on if we truly want to create what we want. So fully commit to the role, and you'll start to see that your manifestations start to come into your life, because your success is going to be inevitable at that point, because you're fully committed to something. You're fully committed to a role. Nothing can stop you when you're fully committed to a role. So that's my invitation to you. Are you fully committed? Ask yourself those questions if you're fully committed, and if you are, you will start to achieve success much more. I do believe that if you apply these three things in your life, you will have the highest probability of creating success in any area of your life, regardless of what it is that you would like to create. Leave a comment down below if this video has given you some value. Hit that like button so more people can get access to these videos. It really does help the YouTube algorithm. And I do want as many people as possible to get access to these videos so that people can transform their life in the fastest way possible. And every single human being deserves to know how to become empowered and know who they truly are as a creator. So do please hit that like button so that more people can get value and connect to who they actually are as creators. So that's all I have for this video. Once again, if you want to work with me one-on-one personally, hit the link that's in the description box of this video to apply for a free consultation to see if you're a good fit for the coaching program. Like I said, there are limited spots available. So if you want to be part of the program and actually set up a call with me personally to see if you're a good fit, at least for now it'll be personally, one day it probably won't be, hit the link that's in the description box of this video. Okay, so as always, have yourself a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.